Hey movie fans, let's talk about Die Hard for a minute. Regardless of whether or not you agree it's a Christmas movie, it is. You have to agree it's the template for a badass between a rock and a hard place film. You've got Speed, Die Hard on a bus, Air Force One, Die Hard on a plane, and White House Down, Die Hard in the White House. The list goes on and on. It doesn't get more Die Hard than a famously bald badass trekking his way through a building to defeat terrorists. And, unfortunately for Skyscraper, that's hard to do well again. Because Die Hard basically hit the nail on the head the first time around. Skyscraper is the Die Hard remake that no one asked for, but everyone will see anyway because The Rock is in it. Which I'm fine with, by the way. The Rock can do no wrong. Johnson tones down the humor a bit as Will Sawyer, such a forgettable hero that I can't even tell you what he does after he leaves the FBI. He's invited to the Pearl, the tallest building in the world, to inspect the various safety measures before the Pearl's residential section is opened up. But of course, things go wonky when a thickly accented band of terrorists sets things on fire and Will's family is still inside. Even just looking at the trailers, Skyscraper is pretty one note. No one goes in expecting Oscar winner performances. No one's asking for a ton of romance or laughs, anything like that. There's hardly any development for Will's family, and the villain is so forgettable he might as well have come from an early MCU film. If you go in wanting Shawshank, you're going to be disappointed. This is a purely visceral experience, and on that level, it's decent. Take the action, for example. Skyscraper doesn't do anything brand new. It's a lot of quick cuts and pretty standard stuff. But like I've said, it's The Rock. Give him a gun and we'll give him our money. There is one scene early on that sets the tone for the fight sequences throughout, and it's pretty good fun. Even when Will's lacking his prosthetic, he's still got a leg up on his opponents. There's also a pretty enjoyable scene towards the end between Will's wife, played by Neve Campbell, and the main femme fatale. The real highlight of Skyscraper, though, is the height factor. The suspense is a huge goal. Of course, the basic premise begs comparison to Die Hard. I've made that much perfectly clear. But one thing Skyscraper develops way more is the blood-curdling thought of falling to your death. The Pearl is hundreds upon hundreds of stories tall, and the film does not forget to show you. It's unrealistically large, yes, but it feels real in canon. And watching The Rock scale a crane and jump hundreds of feet across such a chasm to get inside, again, unrealistic, I know, but effective. I'm in no way afraid of heights, and this film had me clutching the armrest pretty tightly, no fewer than 3 times. The only other thing you could possibly ask for is The Rock himself, and there's plenty of him to go around, of course. He's not exactly cracking wise every 30 seconds, but he's there. We got what we asked for, and we can't complain. He gives his signature maximum effort, and again, he can do no wrong. The movie around him might be on shaky footing, or even burning to the ground, and he'll still be in the middle of the wreck, flashing a wide, sunny grin. Skyscraper's Rock is a little quieter, a little more damaged, but he's still the lovable hallmark of America cinema we've come to love over the last few years. Have I mentioned Die Hard enough for the words not to mean anything yet? Honestly, Skyscraper isn't that bad. In fact, if you can stomach the heights, it's worth the watch. But it just made me want to revisit the Nakatomi headquarters and watch John McClane tussle with terrorists himself. In fact, I think I'm going to go do that. What do you guys think? Was Skyscraper the good kind of mindless action film? Will any action movie ever beat Die Hard? Let us know in the comments below. For more content, don't forget to visit www.hereatindie.com and subscribe to see more. See ya, movie fans.